Hey everyone, Bruce here with Coastal Real Estate Company. I'm here today with Jason Stern from Hero Mortgage Group.
How you doing?
Good. So we're here today to talk about how your debt to income affects your mortgage approval process. So Jason, can you give us some more information on that?
Absolutely. So how we determine what your debt to income ratio is, let's first establish what the debt to income ratio is. And what that is essentially we take your gross income, provided through income docs that you provided through a pre-approval process, and we look at what that gross income is against your liabilities. Generally speaking, you want to stay within 50% or less. There are times where you can go over 50% debt to income, but generally you want to stay under 50%. So what I do to determine that is I take your gross income and I divide it out monthly, determine what your monthly income is, and once we've run your credit and take a look at your liabilities, we offset that based on what your total liabilities and what you have left over. So for example, say you made $5,000 a month and say you had $1,000 a month in monthly expenses. We would take $5,000 a month, 50% of that is $2,500 a month, and then we would subtract whatever liabilities come into play that show up on credit. So if you had $1,000, that's left with $1,500 to use towards your housing. Now that $1,500 is what's used towards principal, interest, taxes, and insurance, and any HOA. Now some caveats to that, debt to income ratio and liabilities that won't show up on credit is situations such as alimony or child support. All of that comes into play with your debt to income ratios. And like I said in the beginning, you can go over 50%. Typically that's only allowed for government loans such as VA or FHA, and there's got to be extenuating circumstances, whether the credit is a little bit better than average or you've got assets to kind of back, such as reserves, and ultimately that is what determines what you can be approved for a mortgage.
Fantastic. Thank you, Jason. Remember, everyone, who you work with is important and your strategy always matters. Give us a call today.